You know what, let's finish off Day 3 coverage with Part 10, where I've already showcased more than 100 indie games to look forward to, with Bilkins Folly being another such title of interest. This is an adventure game that looks fantastic, and while it does look like a top-down Zelda title, it does not have combat and is all puzzles and exploration, but it does have a great look, which makes me excited to play. Indie developers do love to try mixing and matching the weirdest genres, which is why Tracks of Thought got my attention, a narrative title with card-based talk-em-up combat in quotes, with a pleasant art style as well. You play as a lost ladybug on a train, where everyone has gotten amnesia and you need to find out what happened on a journey of your own self-discovery. I don't think that it's a scary game since it showed up at the Wholesome Direct with some of the best character designs that I have seen. Survival games continue to be made despite the space being really crowded, where Wildmender is a title of interest, one with a central theme of restoring the environment. It looks very brown, which is intentional, and you are slowly able to turn the landscape into lush greenery with combat and even 4-player co-op, making this one to watch.
So here's this giant enemy crab.
I loved everything about this game up until the title was revealed, which is named Ugly. I don't know why developers continue to do this, but generic words from the dictionary are a terrible way to title a game since it makes it that much more difficult to search for, so if the developers are watching, do reconsider. However, naming conventions aside, this is a puzzle platformer that plays with mirrored realities, not the most innovative ideas since it has been done before, but my goodness, the art in this is top notch. More wholesome games with a title that is literally named Wholesome Out and About, a self-styled cottagecore title about exploring the woods and helping your grandmother repair the damage to a house and town due to a powerful storm. It is about foraging, gardening and cooking, where everything here does look very cozy indeed. Wrestling fans rejoice. WrestleQuest is a pixel art turn-based RPG that features all your knockoff WWF stars from the 1980s, but it does look to have an innovative combat system. I love JRPGs, so I'm always down to check these out, but I do wonder if they would get a cease and desist since the characters are fairly obvious knockoffs. The next title is quite the unnerving experience since Zero Losses is a military first-person shooter, but it's not all shooty bang bang fun like Call of Duty, but rather requires you to survive the, I quote, modern warfare horror. You're not on the front line, but rather are driving a supply truck through the war-ravaged land, where there's something very disturbing going on with the conveyor in this trailer, and is definitely more on the horror game end of things, but it does have such a unique look that gives it its spot. Developer Stray Fawn Studios is certainly one to watch, since their previous game, Nimbata's the Space Drone Constructor, did tremendously well, with their next being The Wandering Village, a survival city builder where your civilization survives on the back of a giant creature, creating a symbiotic relationship as you struggle to stay alive in the hostile world. I like the art style here, and I'm interested in the progression and where you can direct the creature to move, looking like it's for city builder fans. A game that is the equivalent of bathing rainbows is Usagi Shima, a bunny collection game that looks similar to games like Neko Atsume, but with fluffy bun-buns instead. I have a soft spot for roguelite deck builders ever since Slay the Spire came along, and while the gold rush seems to be over, I do think that Zoetti is still worth keeping an eye on, one that uses poker mechanics as its base, but adds equipment and relics, and for a look at the best games like Slay the Spire, watch this video and I will see you after the jump.